My name is Lily and I'm a Barre Body instructor at the Brisbane studio. I've always loved yoga and Pilates and fitness for a really long time, and I felt like Barre Body really blended these things for me. I love to work with people, work with women, so I do a few little extra bits and pieces, and then I also am studying full-time to become a midwife, so that takes up the majority of my time aside from teaching. Beginning teaching was very exciting, super intimidating, but I was really happy to be there. Teaching just felt really natural for me, and I love being able to share and communicate with people. So with doing the training, I was able to be empowered on how to do that to my best ability, and also sort of find my own sparkle as a teacher to be able to share that with the client. I think what's changed for me is I've become more confident in myself, in my own style. I've learned what clients love when they come to a class with me and what I love when I go to other classes, so I've been able to blend that. And I think teaching is just a growing and reflection of yourself, so you're constantly developing, you're constantly pushing yourself, and I think it's a constant mirror reflection of where you're at. A typical day looks for me, if I'm in the uni semester, on a morning that I would teach, I wake up early, I meditate, I have a coffee on my way to the studio, I open up the studio, spend a little bit of time there by myself before the clients arrive just to prepare myself for the class. Then depending on the day will depend on the kind of class I'm teaching, and then from there for the rest of the day I might go home, make myself something for lunch, maybe do some study depending on how much time I have, and then if I'm on a late shift I'd start at 2:45 in the hospital, so I'd put my uniform on, get ready to go, head into the hospital, finish that day at 11:15. So then hopefully the next morning I've got to sleep in, maybe teach an evening class. For me, teaching is the most flexible option I could have found. It's sort of amazing how much it's been able to work in with becoming a midwife. My week is already set up, I know what I have, I don't get shifts in and shifts out, I know my regular classes. Working in the hospital is now hard because I'm there for like 8 or 12 hours versus I'm able to go and teach in there for like an hour and a half, and it's my working day done. So for me, going to the teacher trainings is so much fun. You're able to connect with lots of other beautiful women who are aligned. You get to do lots of fun things, lots of different activities. We get to learn about the anatomy and learn about the physiology of the body and how it works and why we're doing something, and it connects to what you're doing in the day. So maybe you're doing an arm sequence and it all contextualizes between your anatomy and what you're doing. So I think it's really non-intimidating from that point of view, and even with someone with somewhat of an anatomy background, anatomy is always kind of tricky to wrap your head around, but the way that it's taught makes it really easy, makes it really obvious, and you can feel it in your body because you're going through it, and then you get to practice and teach with the other people in your class and stuff, so that's really fun. So when you finish the course, you get to practice teach, and you also get to do lots of observation hours. And I think if you're becoming a teacher, you love exercise, you love to go to classes, and that's why you've decided to go down this path for your career. It consolidates your knowledge, you're able to participate in class and realize all these little tricks and clicks, and all of a sudden everything seems massive but also makes sense, and it feels really good, and you go from being a client to looking at things through a different lens. It gives you this different appreciation. I think the reason why the training that I've done with Barre Body is exceptional in comparison to everything else I've done is because of the way that you feel when you're there, the way that you're empowered. And I think Barre Body gives you this sensation of finding your own magic to bring to classes, which is what gives you a point of difference as a teacher. It's also brought me the most beautiful community of women, not only in the clients that I get to spend time with every morning or every Saturday. The girls who I teach with are my family now. I'm really close with them. Teaching has changed my life. Teaching for Barre Body has changed my life. I absolutely adore it. I have never called it work because it doesn't feel like work for me.